Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday. It's the 19th of May, 2021. This Day with a Podcast brought to you by Chugwater Chili. New to the brand is Chugwater Chili's very own green seasoning blend. The perfect combination of spices so you can make green chili at home. Easy, tasty, and quick. Sprinkle on your eggs or make smothered green chili burritos. Warmer temperatures. Here we go for the second half of the week with it. Warmer. There's an upper level low that is going to drift slowly through the region this weekend. That's going to bring some unsettled weather to some of you in the coming days. We'll show you that. Now, we might even have some severe weather this Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend. It's that time of year. That time of year where we start to see the thunderstorms get a little bit more of an ill temper as we see the seasons change. Cool, wet weather is still on tap for parts of northwestern, western Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho Friday through this weekend. That's where the coolest, wettest weather will be, while it's going to be more mild and warmer elsewhere. Long-range outlook looks mild to warm. We still don't see any severe cold moving into the region here for the coming week. So I think gardeners, you're probably pretty safe. The exception would be for anybody watching this podcast up in western or southwest Montana this weekend. This is what today's upper level maps look like. We've got this low up here, the weak low that's beginning to move out of the region. This little guy's been responsible for some showers and thunderstorms over parts of the central and southern Rockies, especially parts of Colorado, Kansas, and a lot of shower and thunderstorm activity in these areas here over the last couple of days. Here is the low that's sinking south, but there's a little wedge of high pressure here. It's a little one. But this high pressure ridge is going to bring in some warmer temperatures here over the next couple of days. Watch as this trough drops south, due south into the region as we work our way into Friday. So the system is going to go from basically Vancouver, Seattle area, due south into central and northern Nevada by Friday, and then basically lift north. It's going to lift north right up into Idaho and Montana, northwestern Wyoming Sunday, and then continue to move away from the region. So it's actually going to come in, drop south into the region, but not really move east after that. This is really interesting. These are forecasted high temperatures relative to average for Saturday. Now look at the coolness across Canada, the Pacific Northwest, the West Coast. This is all because of this upper level low, but the counterclockwise spin is going to be bringing in warmer air into the rest of the nation around this low. So the coolness stays in the northern areas while the central and southern Rockies warmer. This is just basically due to an active thunderstorm pattern there and those cooler temperatures you see in the southern plains. Now, 10 days out, this is by next Friday, the jet stream still shows a broad, weak trough in the western United States, but the main cold air is locked up north here, north of that line, and what you see are little ripples here, and these little ripples give you your springtime showers and thunderstorms. But generally speaking, a mild air mass will be able to spread across most of the nation here as we get into next week. Nothing really, really warm, but nothing cold or nothing threatening freezing temperatures either. This is the 10-day forecast for precipitation, and there's good news here. As the Dakotas, parts of northern and northeastern Wyoming, northwestern Wyoming, these areas here look the wettest, as well as parts of central and eastern Nebraska down into the southern plains here. Notice the rain in the coming days here is not as widespread in Colorado and southeastern Wyoming. However, you got to take this carefully, got to watch this carefully, because what will happen is you're going to get some active to strong to severe thunderstorms in the coming days in that area there. So there may be more rain falling than elsewhere. But there are parts of Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, and northern and northeastern and northwestern Wyoming that really need precipitation, and they should get some. An area that continues to give us big concern here is southwestern Wyoming, northwest Colorado into Utah. Just continues to miss out. Either the storms are going south or they're going north. And there's this area here on the west slope of Colorado, south central and southwestern Wyoming, that extends in the northeastern Wyoming that is still the driest. And when we get the updated drought monitor later this week, we'll update you with that. If we were to look at the snow chances, well, you can see the higher mountains of Montana, Idaho, and northwestern Wyoming, even back into Utah, Nevada, and California, and Oregon, going to see some snow up high with this trough. But along and east of the Continental Divide, it's going to be mild. This is something we wanted to show you. The severe weather threat This is a map we're going to show you more and more in the coming weeks. This is the forecasted severe weather threat from thunderstorms Thursday afternoon. You see this area here in northeastern Wyoming, western South Dakota, western Nebraska, southeastern Wyoming, and the northeast Colorado. There won't be a lot of thunderstorms in this area, but Thursday afternoon and evening, some will reach strong to severe levels. So this is an area to watch out for hail, heavy rain, strong winds, maybe even isolated tornadoes. And then on Friday afternoon and evening, that same area, while the threat isn't as high, it's still there. And we think that this particular area right here into Saturday and Sunday and Monday will be an active area for strong afternoon and evening thunderstorms as well. We heard from a lot of you the Miller moth invasion has begun. We would like to plot on a map where people are seeing Miller moths so we can map it here through the spring. We heard from a lot of you yesterday. I'm starting to build a map. So let us know your location, your latitude, your longitude, or your city where you observed a Miller moth, and we'll get that on the map and we'll show you the first map tomorrow. You want to send your information about the Miller moths to podcast@dayweather.com. Chugwater Chili, use the Chugwater Don code at checkout for 20% off. Chugwater Chili, the gourmet spice of Western life. See you on Thursday.